Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here. Sorry for the delay. I'm over there yammering. And I forgot that because I'm on YouTube and not Twitch, I had to actually click a button on the YouTube side. Anyway, we're doing a little late night impromptu stream. That's because I actually don't have to go to work tomorrow. Shocking, I know, shocking. But hey, take it. I will totally take it. The reason for that though is I had worked all weekend and then I had to work all day today too. And that means I was working Sunday night, Monday into... The music is courtesy of Bass Rebels. They followed me on Twitch and stuff. Not Twitch, Twitter. And so I'd give their background music a little bit, something different. Let's see. Just to see. Music's okay. Not something spectacularly great, but it's not something spectacularly bad either. So. But it's something different. This may work better on Twitch than it does on YouTube. I don't know, but we'll see. People want to talk about that or whatever. They can talk about whatever you guys want. So what we got left on the old dailies that I was thinking about doing earlier today, I did the oh yeah, we're hiding that. We don't need to see any of that, but so they had the Lancer stuff up earlier and I was trying to get Santa Lily up somewhat, mainly because I know in the upcoming Christmas event her character gives you bonus ups in the event, so that would do that. And of course, while in the process of farming for her embers, I got it cleared all this because it's Lancers and Assassins all at once. It's actually kind of cool. I like that. So that just means that all we have is we have to, oops. Yep, let's get on the right one. So we got to do 3 caster servants, 15 undead enemies. That'll be pretty easy. And 15 wild beasts. Yeah, that'll be pretty simple as well. I think I want to do those first. I'm trying to figure out how I had my new mic stand. Yeah, I got this sucker. Was it last week? Yeah. But it's an actual physical stand so that the mic is not on my desk and it keeps the microphone out of my face. Actually, I want to do something real quick here. There we go. Drop it down even further. And I kind of can sit just a little bit more the way I want. A little more comfortable. Okay. All right. I think, what do I want to do first? And I think what I want to do is go into Yuki. Because the reason for that is that we've got the request for Fuyuki, and those have undead in them. And when it comes up, should all be undead actually. So that is what That's 5. That's 7. 7's maybe the max. No, it's 6. 8. That's 8 may be the best I can do. I think 8 is the best you can do. Yep. So I think it's it was XD. So it's not like the fight is going to be anything difficult. It's just about going through and cheaply clearing the requirements. And then after that I'll just do some regular farming, I reckon. I should be asleep. I did take a nap earlier just because I couldn't stay awake any further. Stay awake any further, y'all. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have my Ember farm up. I just got her to I'm gonna try to make a video on the characters I want to pull for. But I did get her to NP2 now. So that gave her another 100 points, I believe, on her NP damage. So she's pretty good as a farmer. Definitely better than Ishtar, which is unfortunate. Because even at just having her 2 buff skills for her attack at 7, she's does more damage than Ishtar does at MP3 with 10, 10, 10 on all her skills. So this looks like a pretty good. Oh wait, well, it doesn't matter because this is a weak fight. So even though even though we've got a Saber here, which he would be weak against, oh, it's pretty easy. Then to be honest, I probably don't even need the Noble Phantasm, but I'm going to because I can. Because why not? Well, there's a school of thought that says just it'd be faster. It would be faster for sure. Hey, I'm trying to think. Why am I got this like this? Oh. I can leave them in there. Let's just do it. Let's have. I know. I want to have some fun. Let's have. Remove you. Let's bring in an archer, my girl. Because why not? Why not? But it doesn't matter on the CE. Don't even need a CE. But we'll do one anyway just because. Well, maybe we won't do one just because. Maybe we won't do one just because. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's gonna hurt, isn't it? Well, I could put in something scrubby instead of her. Let's put in something low rent. Now, even lower rent than that. We're just having some fun. We are just having some fun. Boring fun. That gives me something. And then we'll give her, we'll just give her some sort of, gonna bust her up. I hate that the limit is so small. I really do hate it. That's cool. These two are new additions. For the longest time they didn't drop, so I could max limit break kaleidoscope. Now I have 2 more, so I need to get them up to 20. And Alright, let's go with no, why not? Who cares? Who cares, right? It's all fun. Probably no one will even come out and watch. That's fine with me too. That is. Yeah, let's just go with this. Slightly distracted now. Slightly distracted. Anyway, not over there talking. I just heard an alert. Even though I don't have to work tomorrow, my VPN dropped. That's what. So. Oh yeah, this will be fun. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Hear what you say. But they're weak, so hey, who cares, right? Who cares? I didn't realize there was quite so many sabers in this. Let's do that. Again, we're just trying to get the 15 undead. I probably could have done a little bit more research and just to see if anyone had like a more efficient farming deal, such as, well, you can farm for beast and undead here, and it's a little bit better. But then, who cares? Okay, dang. The other purpose of doing the streams, I know I haven't uploaded anything in a few days. I wanted to get something new up there. Been just so busy lately. Nuts. And so, yeah, it's just a cheap way of doing it. I've got a KOTOR stream that I need to edit together. I was streaming on Twitch last Friday. The bloody game went and south of me and crashed, and it brought down OBS with it. So I had to. I'm gonna have to edit it to edit the two video pieces together, and then I might as well just take the time to edit out like crap. So how many did they give me credit for? Because it should have been 8. Oh, I got 9. I must have had one from earlier. I'm just gonna post this on Twitter just to see if anyone. Bear with me just a moment. Those of you who are out there. Music isn't horrible. I'm doing some FGO play. Okay, I like that little bass drop there. All right. Well, that was some exciting streaming, and I know it. Oh, we had so many. It doesn't really matter. We had so many. So many of the other servants, I think I want to change out. Who else is on my archer corps? Actually, you know what? You know what would be fun? Just to make it an all. Let's make it an all. Not Lancer. Fighter. There we go. Let's make it a freaking Saber event. Like it. And by Saber, I mean Saber-chan, meaning Altria and Dragon. Let's go. Let's go. I need to shift OBS. It's in the wrong position. By the way, thanks to everyone who has subscribed to me. Really appreciate it. YouTube. They're not showing me. I'm gonna have to talk to Streamlabs, but they're not showing all the latest subscribers. But thank you, Elang Ben A. Did it? There have been some others, according to YouTube, but for some reason they're not showing up in Streamlabs. So, plus I wanted to see if that actually worked, because I'd like to start doing that when I'm streaming. Anyone who subscribes to me while I'm offline, that way I can publicly. Although hopefully I'll have a different icon. Not icon, but a graphic. You know what I mean. Increase attack. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need to, but we're going to. Because we'll just do this in all turns. Only level 2. Work on that. Need to work on that. Alright, let's see. Boom, boom, and boom. Smack them hard. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing to me on YouTube. We slowly get to our 1,000 subscriber goal. And then also, of course, on Twitch. Much lower threshold, but we're, slowly gaining there too. So I am thankful for everyone who subscribed. Alright, let's just see. There's not a lot of great stuff here, so we'll start with something good. Use that. That'll be good at the end. I always worry. I mean, they're so weak. The enemies are so weak. I'm just over I'm just over worried about these things. I'll be honest. And it makes no sense. But I see that resist, you know, and I know that they're weak against, you know, whatever enemies up on the board. And I've got to do something. We'll do that, I reckon. And then that. Why not? It is fun having all these ultras. Woohoo! So we got number 2. Yeah, I think I was mentioning, I may have been still not live yet when it happened, but I was mentioning I want to make a video on my personal banner priorities for Fate Grand Order, because I can promise you it ain't going to be, you know, I'm not so certain I want to pull for a lot of new stuff anymore. I've got a fairly big roster, and I know that they're always going to keep adding new stuff, and the new stuff, some of it may be good. But I don't know. I'm just less enthused. So I got, like I said, I got Ultra Rider up to MP2, and that was a priority for me. I got Gilgamesh up to MP2. That was a priority for me. And then I think there's another. I need to do Wild Beast. I can't. Let's look at the Thanksgiving thing real quick, and I think this one. Let's just go into news and let's see. Well, it's not that one. Well, it had to be this thing. I guess maybe it was. I thought there was a separate entry about the. There has to be. Not going into. Oh, they're not talking about any of the. Oh, there it is. Click it. That's why. So the only other temptation, we've already passed MHX. I didn't pull for her because I'm just like, oh, it's Iskander. I don't know though. I mean, I kind of want her. Don't get me wrong. She seems like she's a pretty decent servant, but I don't know. I'm just not that enthused about spending money. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so we wanted Wild Beast. So there's Wild Beast is not gonna be here. I think that the Wild Beast are maybe in Orleans? Oops. Back. Come on, load. Well, no, those are humanoids, undead. Well, the wyvern may count as here we go. I think this is. Oh well, got a servant there that knocks it down. This though, I think is at 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So Bordeaux. Know this better than I do. I should know this better than I do, but hey, that's how it is. All right, let's go into back up. Go into Orleans. Yes, it helps if you click the right things, y'all. The right things are always the best thing. And this ain't right. This is definitely not right. I think I saw the first O and went, oh, Orleans, yeah, there we go. Wrong. Wrong. Alright, now we're in the right place. We did Jura the other day for... Where is Bordeaux? Oh, there we go. There we go. So we can actually kind of pretty much keep the same things up. Although the only difference is that they're, you know, in the third round the enemies are a little bit tougher. We actually need some NP gain. So maybe instead I will do it's not that the fights are that hard, but it's just, you know, I kind of want to get 3-wave clear them. So even though there's a saber in round 2, it's only a 7,000 HP one. So we'll leave this. This is fine. This is fine. Get the party started. Oh, me. Oh, we got people popping in. You're welcome to chat if you want, but you're under no obligation to do so. Done. But I understand about people popping in and not saying anything, because I do it all the time, all the time myself. In Twitch especially, I'll just kind of check out like other streamers for like Fate Grand Order or Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars game, just to see what they're doing. If they're I don't know, engaging with the audience and not an idiot, I will you know, I'll hang out and chat and whatever. And if not, I'll go on, because there are some that they'll be streaming. I mean, there might not be anyone watching at all on my stream right now, and it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep talking, yammering about something, and be engaging, and then, you know, someone may come in and I'm yammering away, and I'd say hi, start a conversation, and we can go from there. But yeah, the streamers that aren't saying anything, it just like amazes me. Although there was one on Twitch, I was stunned. The guy had only 30 followers, so he didn't have many more than I did, and yet he had like nearly 20 viewers. And at first I thought, well, this has to be a, well, okay, so he had about 20 viewers, and he wasn't talking. All you could hear was J-pop music going on, and you could hear the sounds of the game. And that was it. And I went and just typed something in the chat, and the streamer responded back in chat, and then some others were talking, and I started thinking at first, well, this is a bunch of view bots. And what view bots are, for those who don't know, is they're not real viewers. They're people, or they're bots that come by and they artificially inflate a channel's views. Now, why the viewbot people who create this do this, I think it's to, sometimes it's just to troll or harass someone. Maybe even try to get them in trouble because, oh, look, his numbers are up. Because if you're a small streamer, obviously you like to see numbers. You like to see some people coming by, engaging with you in your stream. So I thought maybe, you know, okay, 30 followers, he's got 20 viewers, and he's not saying a bloody word, except the occasional thing in chat. This has to be bots. But you can kind of tell bots. I mean, some of them are hard to tell. They will engage you in conversation. I'll admit, every time a bot has popped into my channel, initially I'm kind of fooled by it because it's like, oh, cool, someone wants to chat. Normal human reaction, normal human response. But then it's like the bot will do something else, and it's just the way the what they say. It's like, okay, that's a yellow alert at worst or at best, and a red alert at worst. So in my KOTOR stream last weekend, we had one, and there were some, you know, we had a few viewers chatting and thinking, oh, okay, well, wow, we're going to have some, probably the most discussion I've ever had in one of my streams, because I think there were like 4 people chatting maybe at the time. But number 4 was a bot. Like, really? But the bot was telling me, oh, yeah, you're, I'm going to make some artwork for your channel. And someone else thought, oh, that's cool. We'd like to see that. So then someone else, a buddy of mine watching, said that, yeah, it's a bot. But I already knew that, but they said it before I could. My buddies aren't on tonight. But then again, it is about 2 in the morning right now. Yes. Like I said, this is just an insomnia, can't sleep stream. And it may have been a better stream to do on Twitch, but I just wanted a YouTube video. Just to have another updated YouTube video. But speaking of Twitch, I will be Friday. I will be streaming Knights of the Old Republic again, as per usual. The only difference should be, knock on wood, that I can go longer if I want, longer than 3 hours. Of course, that also presumes that the game doesn't crash on me and kill OBS, which sucked. But yeah, if you get to come by on Friday night, that'd be love to see you. We're up to part 13, I think, on KOTOR, and I've been singularly impressed with that game. Even though it's an old game, it just really been impressed. So if you're on Twitch Friday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, always come by and give me a look. Say hello. Follow me. Follow me. All right. I gotta look to see when the next night Fate Grand Order thing is projected to drop event. I know that there was speculation that the next thing that was going to come is another chapter. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I kind of wait to do the chapters. I wait to do them until you get like a half AP on chapter deals, and then I just quickly go through them. It's cheaper that way. And since I always usually skip the story anyway. It doesn't really matter that I just blow through it real quick, you know what I mean? Well, there was a pause there. Alright. Cool, so that should be... Except for the caster stuff. Caster servants, which I think... and is the caster servant... Well, I gotta do a refresh on the page. Doggone it. Google. Here, I will show you guys what I'm talking about. There we go. Roll over. What day is it? Friday. So I can get the last the last task on Friday. So anyway, you can talk about anything you guys want to talk about, or I can just keep blathering. Actually pretty good at blathering. May not be very interesting, but I'm good at blathering. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to look at some. Because it may have... Okay, I did burn off my assassin one. I decided I would go ahead and start gearing her up. It's actually not too bad for a 4-star servant. But what I was trying to do earlier, and then I was not expecting to have to work today. Because I didn't get to do what I had planned, but I was going to get Santa Lily up to max level 80. But unfortunately, even after working all last night and all day today, all last night, I still had to work all day today. So I didn't get to full. Bummer. I know she's in the Christmas event. So let's do some QP farming, because you can never have enough QP. And I already know. Yeah, I burned a little bit of energy earlier tonight. When before I got my latest blog entry written at anime.astronerdboy.com, in case you're wondering. Alright, this is currency farm. Whoops, I gotta change that out. I always forget. Back. Alright, and then swap you up for a writer. There we go. Zen, you are up. I'm gonna do a 3-wave clear. That's the fun part about the this. While we're waiting for that to load real quick, this is the projected events. So, you know, that doesn't mean this is what will happen, but the Salem chapter is what they're expecting to drop next, and then the Christmas. So we'll see if the chapter drops or not. Probably will, but I don't know. Like I said, I never do the chapters right away. I always wait for there's a half AP on the chapters. And then just save the AP. Just blow through them. I usually use the guide because that's how I roll, y'all. I'm a guide guy. To make up for my own poor playing. But I am looking forward to the lottery. Although I did notice that we're not going to be able to do 3-wave clear, or not easily, in the Christmas lottery. that is kind of unfortunate. The amount of HP the enemies have is just insane. And we're not getting any bonuses to damage, so I'm assuming that DW did this just to try to drop the number or lower the number of boxes people can pull from the event. Because lottery events, I mean, you know, it's not about the store, it's all about the it's all about them lottery boxes, getting all that QP, getting all that Ember. And of course you want to try to be as efficient, not with the maximum number of currency you can get for the lottery, but in time, because you can get, I mean, let me rephrase that because I'm talking out of my rear. You want to be as efficient as you can for getting currency versus your time spent, rather than currency versus AP spent, if that made sense. So I know during NeroFest, I know if that's too loud, by the way, let me know. But I know during NeroFest that I was 3 wave clear and everything, mainly because it was just faster and I could get more AP per hour. Not AP, freaking. I could get more of the currency per hour to pull for the lottery. Well, it is 2 in the morning. I should be asleep. But I'm not. So you have to forgive me if I'm a little bit giddy, a little bit wonky, a little bit brain dead. Or rather more than usual. But yeah, the lottery will be fun. It's still going to be a matter of time for me. During NeroFest, I got, I think, either 54 or 56. I cannot remember how many boxes. That was just all I could pull. That was all I had time for, because I have to, you know, I have a job. I'm very grateful for it, by the way. And I get to work from home, which is bloody awesome. But it demands a great deal of my time. And so, just don't get the time to farm. I've had people pop into my streams either on Twitch or on YouTube and say, yeah, I got 300 boxes out of NeroFest. It's like, oh my goodness, seriously. When did you sleep? Man, if I had 300 boxes, good grief, I'd have a lot more servants leveled up. I've got such a huge roster right now. They're just sitting there languishing at level 1. That's another reason why I'm becoming less. I want to collect all the servants. I mean, but who has $100,000 to do that, right? Not me. Unless I win the lottery, and even then, I'd be like, do I really want to do that? Yeah, I'll do Zinnigan. But outside of just the hero collection part, which is very difficult in this game unless you spend a great whopping sum of money, I do have a roster of servants that are just not touched, and as such, I keep thinking, you know, I should just, instead of trying to get something new, level up what I got. So one of my ideas for a future video is like go through, say, okay, here are some servants that I want to pull for sure. Because believe it or not, some of the stuff I want to pull for is to get them to NP2, like I just did for Gilgamesh, and like I got earlier today for Lancer Altria. I just like having that ability to overcharge a bit, and, you know, a little bit of extra damage when their NPs drop. So it's always just fun to have a servant at MP2. Of course, after MP2, the returns on investment are diminished, sadly. But So I want to go through my list of servants and just see, okay, well, here's some I do want to get up to NP2. So I'll pull on banners to get them to NP2. And then, is there someone new that I want to get to pull into the roster? And I know there is one, God, I can't think of her name, from the Babylonia. It's not Ishtar, it's Ishtar's opposite. Like, she's a new one I'd like to add to my stable. Then we'll see if that happens. Or I don't know. Try to pull her. I am terrible with names. I just cannot remember. I had to stop and look and see what the tune is, because the channel the channel I'm listening to is a video game channel, and I can definitely hear the the MIDI kind of music. Well, video game kind of music. That was Centipede. That's hilarious, actually. Actually, I almost want to turn this up a bit. Okay. Eresh. That's who I was thinking of earlier, I think. I don't think that's her full name, but I bet if I go to the other... Drop the next P first. March, drop the next NP first, y'all. Oh, wow. Let's grab this on Thanksgiving. I mean, not Thanksgiving, this is, yeah, this is Thanksgiving, so it should be, what's your face should be showing up in here, would have thought. I do a refresh. Can't believe that's not happening. I was thinking that there was a banner pull for her on Friday. No wonder I got confused, because the... Not actually showing it. But it is a Resh, though. We'll take a look at her real quick. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to ram into the mic there. Well, okay, that assumes that the website pulls up. Well, they haven't ranked her yet, but I figure she'll be at least tier 2. We'll see, though. Oh, what the smeg? Great. Well, I just helped someone with some ad revenue, I guess. No, I wasn't trying to. Look at our different stages. But yeah, she seems pretty good. I mean, I like these. Increase on buster performance for 1 turn, charges on MP gauge. And then her own Noble Phantasm does another buster up on top of that. So that's why I say I think she's gonna be pretty good. I think she's gonna be pretty good. My downside is I think grants party protection. Oh, okay. No. I thought there was a demerit on this, but there's not. There's not a demerit on protection from the Netherworld EX. That's good. So, but yeah, I was. It's it's Rin's Dayu, and I like how she talks, how she does it. So, but we'll come back to this later. We'll see how the site rates her. But I kind of would like to have her in my stable, just so she'd be a new one. But I'm trying to think, in the immediate future, what servants do I want to pull for? I just, after Aresh, I don't know. I've had people make suggestions, and if you're watching this now, you can throw in a suggestion in the comment. Say, hey, here's a servant that you might think about pulling for. And if you're watching this afterwards, you can always let me know in the comments. Because I have had folks in the chat give me suggestions, and they're always interesting suggestions, and I can see why people would pull for this servant or that servant. But like I said, it's just I've got such a deep roster now. I have a hard time wanting to spend the funds to get servants, and I've got all these other ones I haven't been able to touch. And some events need some of these other servants, especially like in the 3-star realm or in the 4-star realm that I haven't even touched. And so but anyway, I don't know. These are just the thoughts that go through my noggin. Screaming and blathering. So weird watching my... I guess I have people... A lot of people just pop in and out. It's kind of more so than I do on Twitch. I've noticed that. I don't know if it's just a weird YouTube quirkiness, or if it's just because YouTube has a larger audience. If that makes sense. I'm usually surprised at how many total views one of my videos will get when I'm for a small channel. I mean, it's nothing. It's insignificant. I mean, for most people. But for me, it's like, okay, wow. That many people came by. Okay. Yeah, they may not have stayed more than a minute. That's a whole other topic. Just that they would come by at all is like, huh. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this song is not so good. Like, tolerable though. I just wanted something different than the normal game music, you know what I mean? And I was also thinking about that for any kind of content videos that I make, to have some sort of background track. And I suppose one thing I could do is, like, record or find some copyright free song where I could go on for keep using it over and over and over again. Oh, me. Wonder how much snow we've gotten. We're supposed to get like a foot and a half, maybe even 2 feet of snow. I'm glad I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Oh man, took a sip of water and it did not want to go where I wanted it to go. Did not want to go where I want to go. Oh man. What else? How much energy do I have? I'm not gonna make this too long of a stream. I don't even know how long I've been streaming. About an hour. I'm gonna burn through at least two more waves, and I'll probably call it a night. I really should go to bed. Let's try something else. A Gondor. This kind of spread the love. Although, if most players like me, they've got 50 billion friend point. They don't need any more. Because they're you know, at some point in time they're kind of sort of worthless, unfortunately. Because the free banner, the friend point banner, what are you gonna get? Trash? I mean, yeah, you can get a lot of trash CE that you can use to make a CE bomb, and you know, try to get your other CE leveled up for cheaper, not faster. And then you can, you know, get a lot of trash 1 and 2 star servants and the occasional odd 3-star, the occasional odd 3-star CE. But outside of events, you know, what are those good for? I mean, you're just going to be burning them. It's just all tedious and. There was another gacha game that I used to play where in the friend point pool it wasn't just all this scrub stuff, you know, that no, you know, you have your whole roster of 3 stars at MP5. So all the other stuff is just some little bit of additional currency for the Mana Prism store. But this other gacha game that I played, they actually had it so that everything was in the friend point store as well as the paid gacha. Not store, the free point gacha as well as the paid gacha. So all the 5 stars were there. Now the difference is, if you burned all of your, if you got like, I don't remember what the average was, but you could get like X amount of friend point usually per day. If you burned them all, the average was you could get like 2 5-star characters a year out of the friend point pool. Which is pretty low, but hey, you know, it's better than what Fate Grand Order has. Fate Grand Orders won't even let you get welfare servants once their events reruns are over. Which is ridiculous. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that this game is the Fate franchise, I wouldn't play. I think that's the only reason most people play at all. I mean, in Japan, it's all about collecting the servants and paying the money and showing how much you are a real fan. They spend all their money to support a franchise. Told this by some Japanese. during a debate on, I think it was Twitter. Things you learn sometimes. Things you learn. Alright, I think we're gonna get like one more fight and then we'll be done. My brain's not coming up with a whole lot to yammer about. I mean, there's only so much bloviating I can do. Or it's like, okay. A little easier to bloviate when you got more folks around. But it is 2 in the morning, so. It is 2 in the morning. But it's live, so I can't like skip it or fast forward. But it's something different. Well, it sounds like it's about to have a decent bass drop. Farm grind order will use you. Well, the base build-up was pretty good, but then the aftermath, kind of terrible. Oh, me. I was debating on whether if I want to do this late night live stream or rewatch The Mandalorian. I won't spoil anything if you haven't watched it, if you're watching now. But if you have not watched it, you like Star Wars, it is amazing. It really is. For me, it made paying for Disney Plus worth it. Only downside to the series so far is it's been a little bit shorter than I expected. But we're getting quality instead of quantity. So I'm actually okay with that. 30-minute to 35-minute episodes. Okay. Hold on a second. I had to clear my throat there. But yeah, it has been amazing. And I am not sponsored by Disney, so I am saying that on my own. And I'm not really a Disney fan either, to be honest. But yeah, so I think we're getting a new episode Friday. I'm really looking forward to that. I have not looked forward to a TV show like this in a long time. Even more so than some of the anime series that I like. I'm well known as a Tenchi Muyo guy, right? And when OVA 4 came out, I wasn't even that jazzed. Not that it was okay for what it was, I guess. But The Mandalorian has had me really jazzed to watch it. It has been amazing. If you've watched it, let me know in the comments or in the chat what you thought about it. Alright, let's go. Boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, Ren's Noble Phantasm has been a disappointment to me. I have her at NP3 thanks to an anonymous donor, which again, I really appreciate it. Not allowed to say the person's name, but they gave me money to get her up to, it was supposed to be NP2 and 2 of her dropped at once. It was freaking awful. There's nothing better than getting more than 1 5-star in a single 30 SQ pull. I mean, that's just freaking awful. One thing better is 3, which I got with Saber Altria. But Yeah, it's just so. I keep looking at my numbers. The number of the viewers keeps. I'm guessing it's gotta be real because it kills my average watch time. And the graph keeps going, you know, up and down, up and down, up and. I didn't even know how you could look for live streamers on YouTube until today. There's actually a special URL for that. So anyway, but we're about done anyway. Not really that worried. I mean, I know people. If I had a camera, maybe people would stay longer, but I doubt it. I just realized I spilled far wrong. Let me see if I can fix that right now on the fly. Oh my goodness. Oh, get off. I hate when you fat fingers and on the web browser it brings up the okay, I think that fixed it. I think. Alright. So like I said, on Friday I'm going to do these. And before we end the stream real quick. Do a quick look-see. Filter. The default. So, I'm real close on getting her to 90. I probably should Ember Farm. Ember Farm for her. Just to get her up to 90. But I have no desire to pull for her on another banner. I've got her at MP2 or better. Ditto, MP5, 3, 2. Don't care about him. Didn't want him. I got her at MP2, him at MP2. I don't know. How is in. If we looked, let's take a gander and see. Come on, load. Not sure what the lag is all about. May need to reboot my. I'm looking for, oh yeah, in key. Should just do a search instead of being in the 5-star. Okay, so he's a T3. Which isn't bad, but I already have Lancers, but I do need to get Enkidu up to 90. That's what I mean, I've got these 5-star servants that I've gotten over time, and they take an enormous amount of work. There's another one that hasn't even really been touched. But then look at all these level 1 servants. Some that I've gotten up. I pulled Rama up to 80 because I would think I was looking ahead and saw that there might be some event where I don't know if it's a her or him, to be honest. But where the servant's anti-demon trait would come in handy. Of course, unfortunately, this one is a scrub servant. And I was disappointed with Nero. I did level up Nero for some reason. Her 5-star Nero Bride and her caster version, actually not bad at all to me. Her 4-star one, I used it just for some fun. I think I've got a video. It was not. Of course, you know, another one of the Saberface, who's utter trash, sadly. And I've heard you cannot get her anymore either in the game. I'm trying to look. I don't even know that I've got her. Oh, I do have her at NP5. Okay. I didn't even realize. I don't even remember doing it. But it's a shame though that never used her, so I don't know. She was my only AoE Lancer for the longest time. And see, I gotta get Lancer Alter up. That are one of my Saberface girls. She would have been my priority over Santa Lily, but Santa Lily getting an upcoming bonus. I mean, yeah, I mean, you see what I mean, though. This is why I'm having a hard time being enthused about pulling for additional servants. The only servant I've grailed so far. Totally worth it too. I mean, you know, there are some that, like Uriel, obviously, her anti-male niche makes her very valuable. So, and I didn't even realize they had added another 3-star servant to the pool so recently. Like, okay, is there a need to do that? I mean, if we look at his kit. I don't know what these two do, but we'd have to look on them. I do want to do, whoops, haha. Well, I've been blathering away and I was on the wrong deal. So I apologize. That's what happens when you switch scenes and you forget to switch back. But I was going over my roster. And blathering to a web page. That was totally meaningless. But that's okay. But anyway, now you're seeing it. Assuming anyone's even left. Watch. Yeah, but see, I mean, if you want to get these other servants up, maybe the 3-stars aren't so much of a priority, but some are. And there's some 4-stars that are as well. So anyway, that's kind of the reason why I don't want to why I'm just one of the reasons why I'm just so unenthused about pulling for new servants. Just I need to get the servants that I have up. We'll burn these embers real quick and then we'll call it night. I'm brain not really tired, that's the whack thing. Brain dead. Alright, well, the quietest stream I've ever done, but that's okay. Thanks to those who popped in. And or so. It looks like we had about 5 or so come in. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone again who has subscribed to me of late. I appreciate it. We're slowly but surely climbing. I think I was like 350 when 351 or 2 or something. I don't remember. It was in the 350. I want to say it was 350, but yeah. So we're slowly climbing up. Hey, every new subscriber is a win for me. So I appreciate it. And of course, we have my anime and manga blog at anime.AstroNerdBoy. And we're doing some blogging about the series. Nicola traveling around the Demon's World manga. Excellent. Excellent. Even though they're not using Japanese on it. Alright, well, thanks again for coming by. Appreciate it. Next live stream will probably, well, I don't know. I don't want to say when the next one will be, to be honest. But I have the next one scheduled is on Twitch, 7 p.m. Knights of the Old Republic. 7 p.m. until. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. AstroNerdBoy signing off. We will see you all.